Hey guys, my name is Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're on the 2016 and up Chevy Camaro. This here is the 8-inch infotainment screen. It's the IO5 option code. This is the one that has the OnStar nav feature. Most of everyone that has it does not prefer it. They want the premium factory IO6 upgrade. And that's what we're going to show you today, how easy it is to install the factory navigation system for this Chevy Camaro. To do so, you're going to replace what's called the HMI module. You'll also have to install a GPS antenna, and all you need really is just a 7mm socket and a dash pry tool or a regular screwdriver. And so let's get started. We're going to go ahead and shut the vehicle off. All right guys, what we went ahead and did just for the video's sake is we removed the glove box, which is just held in with a little retaining tab here, and then you have to remove 2 push pins down here, slide them out of the way. Glove box comes out, and then this is just held in, this little right side dash trim piece just held in with retaining clips. You don't have to remove these, I just did that to give you guys kind of a better view of what it looks like down here. But the HMI module, the one that we're going to replace, this one here, is actually located right underneath this, this lower trim piece here. It's held in with just a couple screws. There's one 7mm screw right here and another one right here. So all you have to do is remove those 2 screws and then fold it down just enough where you can get access to the HMI unit, which is right here. All right, now that those 2 screws are removed, we can just fold this down. And you notice our HMI module is right here. And basically you lift this tab back and then you can pop it out of place, and then all you got to do is just remove the plugs. Now that we have the factory IO5 module removed, we can set that aside. Now what we want to do is install our antenna. Now this is going to go right below the windshield underneath the cowl here. So we're going to go ahead and remove this right side windshield panel. You can use a pry tool, or you can just kind of muscle it out. But this is just held in with retaining clips. And then it slides right out. You can set that aside. Then you have one 7mm screw up here. You're going to want to remove that. And once you do that, this whole front piece here just pops right out. Depending what kind of audio system you have a center channel speaker up there, and then you go ahead and remove this piece here and set it aside. Now what we're going to do is install our GPS antenna. Right in this area here on top of the AC duct is typically where we install the antenna, and then we just route the wiring down. And that'll come in down below, right by where our HMI module is located, for us to easily plug it in. Now some of you might like to use some double-sided tape, Velcro, something, kind of get it right here beneath the windshield, which will have real nice, good reception. All right, now we're ready to install the new unit. So we're gonna go ahead and plug our GPS antenna in here. And then we're gonna plug all the exact same connectors into the replacement HMI, just as designed. Now what we did here is we just kind of twisted the additional GPS antenna wiring and coiled it. We didn't really scrunch it per se. We just coiled it so it's nice here. Then all we're going to do is we're going to install the new HMI module into the exact same slot and pop it into place. You'll notice it's in once this lever is on top. We can set our additional wiring back here. Then we can reinstall this plate. Now that that's up, reinstall our 2 screws here, and then as well as our cowl up on the dash, just the same way we took it out. You want to get it in up here first and then snap it into place. There's little tabs along the front here. You're going to slide that in, then push down. We could then install our 7mm screw that was over here. Then reinstall our windshield panel. All right, now that we have everything buttoned up and in its place, let's go ahead and start it up and check it out. All right, right away you'll notice the nav icon. You'll also notice PDR. Most of you will get PDR. It's just a key. It won't actually do anything because you don't have the performance data recorder in the vehicle. But in the event you did want to do that one day, that would be ready for it, which is pretty cool. You'll retain your lighting. You'll get XM traffic. That's a subscription-based feature, but that's pretty cool. But anyways, what we want to show you today is the nav. Now you'll notice a red slash through the GPS. That will stay like that until you drive it, so the GPS can sync up with the satellites. The initial time you do it, that's what will happen. But in any case, you notice it did find our location here. This system here is awesome. It's not like the OnStar, nav, which costs money and just shows you arrows. This is your full featured GPS navigation. This is the factory GM navigation. It has 3D landmarks. As I mentioned, it does have the XM traffic. As you're driving, the roads will line in green once synced up, and that'll tell you there's no congestion. Here it is here. If it's yellow or red, there's some congestion or an accident. So that's all part of the XM traffic feature. But just a real awesome system. It has all the traditional features a nav system has. Type an address or replace, recent, you could set your home, points of interest, so on and so forth. You can also speak to it, tell it where you want to go, and then the directions will come through the audio system in the vehicle. So just a real cool factory upgrade for the Camaro. So come check us out at Infotainment.com. We'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Have a good day.